he has a video that he kind of breaks it down of why this helps and why this works. Hello, beautiful ladies. I just wanted to make a quick video for you that I believe will be very important. I'm going to talk about my experience with a plant-based diet. I'm going to break this down and call it the good, the bad, and the beautiful. So, the good. The good thing is that I have been getting more veggies than I have probably ever gotten in my entire life. I am not a big veggie lover at all. Okay, so just to put that out there, my idea of getting veggies some years ago was eating some corn with my dinner, like one time a day. So, like, that was the extent where I would go with my veggies. So, I am not a big veggie fan, but I have learned how to cook the veggies in different ways and realize that, hey, they're good for me. I need to eat them. With that being said, because I'm getting so many more vegetables than I usually would, I'm getting a lot more vitamins. I'm getting a lot more fiber in my diet. To go along with that, the second good thing, which I discussed in a previous video, is that it has been the easiest weight loss I have ever experienced. And I have been on a lot of diets and a lot of workout programs. I've been in the military. So I have some experience, and it definitely has been the easiest weight loss that I have ever experienced. So now let's talk about the bad. When I first started this diet, I was so used to eat less, trying to try to lose weight and get less calories. But on this diet, the way you're eating plant-based, whole foods, and you're also doing low fat. So I actually needed to eat more food because I was, you have more food on your plate, but it's a lot less calories. So me trying to eat very small amounts as I did before, it just was not working, and honestly led to me sometimes being dizzy or things like that in the beginning. So I realized that I needed to actually put a lot more food on my plate and making sure I was getting enough calories. The second bad thing for me, if you are acne prone, this might be an issue for you. It's an issue for me. I have seen many stories where people have talk about their experiences, and they have had healing with their acne in a great way on this diet. That has not been my experience, unfortunately. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it seems like it's worse, but all in all, it has not gotten better. So that's just my experience. Okay, so now we come to the beautiful, and this part I'm really excited about, and this is really good. So I just want to say, before I get into it, please subscribe if you have not already. I see that most of you are already subscribed, so thank you so much. I pray that you are enjoying this journey with me, and please, if you have anyone else to share it with, send it their way, and let's stay on this journey together. Okay, so on to the beautiful. The beautiful part about this diet that I have experienced, and why I probably will never give it up despite the acne and all. Honestly, if anyone has any suggestions or tips, okay, for that, please leave them in the comments. Let me know. Let's help each other out. All right, this is a community here. We need to work together. As I shared in a previous video when I talked about when I first went plant-based, I talked about how initially I only started this diet 80-20, so I wasn't doing it 100% of the way. Now, I will say that this part, if there's any fellas out there, fellas, you probably want to just turn this off because this part is definitely not for you, okay? Ladies, this is definitely for you, and especially ladies who have had major problems with your cycle, such as pain, lots of pain or heavy cycles that you've dealt with, please continue to listen on. When I first started doing this diet 80/20, I had no changes as far as health wise at all that I could feel anyway. Okay. I started my cycle at a very young age. So I had always had, very painful cycles, but they pretty much became a non-factor once I got on birth control methods and they controlled my pain and my periods and stuff like that. So I didn't have to really deal with any of that for a long time. When I got off of birth control, it came back, and it came back with a vengeance. And I had pain, like it was just getting worse and worse and worse. When I first decided to go 100% with this plant-based diet, it was more just to see what it would do for my body or for me, honestly. My first cycle that I had after going 100% plant-based, I wish I could really convey to you and explain to you, because I just don't know that words can really do it, but I was flabbergasted. I was blown away, and it was totally unexpected. Okay, I had watched some videos about that maybe this could be a possibility, but it just was not anywhere in my mind, on the top of my mind. My pain was gone. I had no pain. Like when I say non-existent, like I went from, maybe my pain level was at an 8 before, getting up to a 9 sometimes. It was pretty darn bad. I had actually went to the doctor, to see my doctor before this. It was bad. So it went from that to a 0. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I have no reason to. I don't know how, I didn't at the time know how to explain it. I can't still 100% explain it, but that is what happened. And I had only been doing it 100% for 2 weeks before this. 2 weeks. I kid you not. 2 weeks. It's almost like, pretty much like, okay, is this just a placebo type of thing? Even though I can't say it was a placebo type of thing, because that's not something I was expecting. I wasn't doing it for that reason. But I decided to tell my daughter about it, because my daughter had suffered for years. I watched her suffer for years with cycles, and we tried just about everything under the sun, all sorts of natural remedies and birth controls and everything, to where some things brought her little relief, some maybe a little bit more, but she had never gotten 100% relief as I did on birth control methods. I talked to her about this. My daughter is 21 years old, okay? So, I could talk to her and maybe make some suggestions and let her know some things, but at the end of the day, she's kind of gonna do what she wants to do. So, but she went ahead and she tried it herself. She had the same results. I mean, for me, it was even more exciting to hear and see her results, because it was almost like, okay, so this wasn't just a fluke type of thing, And on top of that, again, like I said, she has always experienced, even more problems than I did. So for her to, from, nausea, vomiting, like that's how bad, like her first day of her cycle, sometimes she couldn't get out the bed. So ladies, if you have any grown-up daughters or whatever who have any experiences like that, or you yourself, man, I have to tell you, I think that this diet would definitely be worth giving a try for just 2 weeks. Literally, I only did it for 2 weeks. My daughter only did it for 2 weeks. I don't know, maybe for you it will be different. Maybe you have to have 3 weeks. Maybe you need 4 weeks. But I'm just being real and letting you all know that we only did it for 2 weeks. And our pain levels went to 0. Now, I had some cycles after that, and my pain levels would sometimes be at a 1, maybe a 2. And what I realized is it was like the more oily foods, because, with this diet, you're keeping your oils low, or really, honestly, non-existent. And the more oily foods I would kind of creep back into my diet, I would have a little bit more pain. I have been doing a lot of research lately, because I've been trying to figure out, I need to know why. I need to understand why this happened and why it's happening, what causes it. I need some explanation here. I did find a video from Dr. Bernard. He is a plant-based diet. He talks about this diet very, very much. He's a big advocate for this diet and a whole food, plant-based, low oil type of diet. And he has a video that he kind of breaks it down of why this helps and why this works. So I will definitely be sure to put that in the description of this video for you ladies out there that could potentially use this, could be potentially helpful for. I pray that you ladies enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time with me. I pray everyone will have a beautiful rest of your week or weekend until we meet again. Until next time, ladies, I'll see you in the next video. Let's join. No. But they pretty much became